Hey, what's up everybody? This is Coach Matt over here, Primal Athlete Training Center, www.primalatc.com. Answering a question today that comes to us from a loyal YouTube viewer, someone that's been checking out the videos, and his name is John Brown. Now, John has a question regarding a movement or a training style, I guess is what you would really call it, more of a movement, more of a new fad that is here to stay in the fitness industry, which is CrossFit. And John's wondering, is CrossFit good for throwers, especially shot put and discus throwers? Now, the short answer is no. But let me explain, because I know there's a lot of people out there that have heard of CrossFit, they've watched the CrossFit games on ESPN, and they're looking at CrossFit athletes that are on ESPN, the best of the best, and they're wondering, wow, these guys are phenomenal athletes. I wonder how fast they can run. I wonder how high they can jump. I wonder if they would be good pole vaulters. I wonder if they'd be good throwers. They're really strong for their size. There's a lot of people out there that love CrossFit. And let me be frank and let me be clear in saying this, is that I really don't have a problem with CrossFit as long as you're going to a well-established CrossFit box, a CrossFit facility, who has really, really good coaches, and that you are working on your technique and really easing into the training. CrossFit is fine. CrossFit's challenging. It's a great workout. It's great for guys like myself that are in their, late 20s. I'm in my early 30s that still want to compete, that still want to push themselves, that still want that challenge. CrossFit is awesome. The exercise selection that CrossFit has is fantastic. CrossFit uses kettlebells. They use dumbbells, they use bars, powerlifting movements, Olympic lifting movements, and Olympic lifting variations. Lots of body weight, handstand push-ups and pull-ups and all this other great stuff. So why isn't CrossFit? I mean, that's the same stuff that we use here at Primal. Same exact stuff. We use pull-ups, we use handstand push-ups, we use Olympic lifting movements, we use powerlifting movements and dumbbells. We have great warm-ups, we have great workouts that get the heart rate going. But why is CrossFit not good for a thrower? What it has to deal with is not the exercises that CrossFit selects. What it has to deal with is the set, rep, and weight selection for each exercise, and when and why those exercises appear in the workout program. See, CrossFit, the when and why of CrossFit is that there is no when and why. CrossFit is not designed to get you to peak for a specific period, a specific time. So if you go into a CrossFit facility and say, my indoor track state championships are in 6 months, I need you to peak me for that time. Their workouts are not designed to have you peak. Their workouts are designed to have you in great shape all the time. So there's really fundamentally no way to achieve a true peak if you are always working at your maximal level. You're going to get burnt out. You're going to get tired. You're going to get in phenomenal shape. You're going to look great with your shirt off. You're going to look great when you go to the beach. You're going to look great when you get out of the shower and you flex in the mirror. You're going to look really, really good, but that doesn't translate into athletic performance. The other part that we need to talk about are the exercise selection and the sets and the reps. Exercise selection, from what I kind of been speaking to, I'm friends with a lot of CrossFit owners. We're in business groups together. I work a lot with CrossFit. Programming for CrossFit is like taking darts and just throwing it at a wall and seeing where they stick. There's really no rhyme or reason to exercise selection. You could do, a heavy squat movement, a bunch of body weight movements, some Olympic lifting movements, all in the same day. The sets and the reps that they choose, or the time that they're working in, does not do a good job of correlating to the throws. So if your job as a thrower, and we've said this plenty of times before, this is something that is the primary fundamental part of training to be a thrower. If you are a thrower, you need to be explosive, strong, powerful, and extremely fast one time. Then you get a couple of minutes rest, and then you get back in the circle or back on the javelin runway, and you are explosive, powerful, strong, and extremely fast one more time. Then you have a few minutes off. Where CrossFit will take an explosive movement and have you do it for a certain amount of time. CrossFit will take an explosive movement and have you do it for a specific number of reps, which is usually in the higher rep range. So a barbell clean, a fantastic movement for a thrower. Barbell clean and press. I mean, what a great exercise. If there's one exercise that you could do, that you only could do one exercise, it would be a barbell clean and press. Pulling off the ground into a clean, dipping and pressing overhead. Fantastic. Working up to a heavier set, working for sets of 1 and 2 as explosively as possible. CrossFit, let's put 135 pounds on the bar. Do dumbbell clean and press for a set of 15. Let's do dumbbell clean and press for, a minute. And you're going to be getting, anywhere from that 8 to 10 range. Too high of reps. Great exercise. Too high of reps, wrong amount of sets. So the set and rep parameters do not fall in line with what it takes to be a thrower. The periodization, the planning, the peaking aspect of throws training, true throws training, does not come into effect when you do CrossFit. That's just the way it works. That's just the way it is. So hopefully, John, this explains a little bit about why CrossFit may not be the best for you. You definitely want to find a place. You definitely want to find a spot to train that has knowledge of peaking, that has knowledge of getting you to be at your optimal, your 100% top strength, explosion, power, and speed for the end of your season, for a specific time period. That way, you're not just kind of randomly going through exercises and beating up on yourself. There's a plan. There's a specific plan in mind. Now, for a lot of people, that means getting a program from the Primal website. For a lot of people, that means talking to their coaches, planning out their season 3-4 months in advance. For a lot of people, that means finding an expert in their area that has the knowledge and the expertise of track and field and of training athletes in the high school and collegiate level to peak and to be at their peak physical shape for a specific time of year that correlates with their sport. That's what I would suggest you do. CrossFit's a hell of a lot of fun. If I didn't own my own gym, I would probably belong to a CrossFit facility just so I could challenge and push myself and do a bunch of fun, crazy stuff with a bunch of fun, crazy people like me. Unfortunately, for athletes, not necessarily the best thing. So hopefully, John, this answers your question. Anybody else out there, if you have questions about training for track and field, if you're a thrower, runner, jumper, whatever you might do, even if you play another sport and you also do track and field and you're wondering different types of training, different types of workouts, please let me know. Been at this for a very, very long time now. I'm going into about my 20th year of track and field. So please make sure, ask those questions. We'll get them answered for you in a future video. Talk to you soon.